Hello there, friends. It's Jackie Ballheis from Klompen Stampers. Are you feeling a bit overwhelmed about where to get started making cards? What do I buy? Oh, there's so much stuff. How much stuff do I really need? Or maybe you already make cards, but you want to make some quick and easy ones. I got you covered for both situations. We're going to make some simple cards today that I think are really cute, and we're going to talk about what do you really need? Stamps, ink, and paper. That's what you need to get started. And we're going to go through those, make a cute card, and then I have a whole bunch of other cards to share with you as well. Now, quickly, before we flip the camera down, make sure to check the description in this video. It'll take you over to my blog post, and over there I will share photos of the cards that I'm sharing on the video, as well as the supplies and products that I use and all the measurements. So if you like them and you'd like to copy them, I'll give you all the information you need. So without further ado, let's flip the camera down and let's get making some quick and easy cards. One of the questions I get asked all the time is, where do I start? That's a toughie. It's kind of like, what do you like? What kind of cards do you want to make? So my suggestion to most people is, first, find a stamp set that is easy to stamp with, offers you several different sentiments, and then that way you can make a few different kinds of cards or cards for different occasions to get started, because you don't need a lot of stuff. You just need to make sure you've got products that you can do something with. So for today, the card I'm going to share with you today, we're using Flowering Meadow stamp set. I think this is a perfect one for those of you starting out. We've got great images. You only need a couple colors of ink pads, plus some options for sentiments. Now, we're going to go through this really quick, some of the little details about stamps and inks. But Stampin' Up! Stamps they're all photopolymer, and they will come on 2 sheets of plastic, okay? The back one is a little bit heavier, kind of like a window sheet, and the top is a little bit more thin, flexible, whatever. So when I first get my stamps, what I do before I peel any plastic, I flip it over on the back side, so the thick stuff here. I use a Sharpie marker and I outline them all. That helps me remember where they go in the plastic, and I can always tell if I have them all here when I go to put my stamps away, because I know how many are supposed to be there. And then as I use them, I can peel this back, pull off the stamps I want, put them on a block, and use them. So that's a little tip on the stamps, and then I just keep them in inside the little paper here. Now, this happens to come with coordinating dies as well. You don't need the dies. You can absolutely make gorgeous cards with just the stamp set. But if you're jumping all the way in and you have a die cutting machine, you're going to want the coordinating dies. And I'll show you a couple samples of cards I made using them. Now, these both will come in separate envelopes. I like to put them together. So I kind of put them back to back like that and slide them into one envelope to keep them together. So let's set that aside. So we need stamps. We need ink. Again, I like to pick out a couple of stamps that don't need very many ink colors. Again, keep it simple for starting. So for this one, I really only need a green and in this case, kind of a pink. Okay, so we have Berry Burst, Peaceful Pine. We could use any colors, whatever colors work for you. It's flowers, so we probably want some sort of green and some sort of flower color. And then I always recommend a black. Black for sentiments just makes everything kind of pop. So we have stamps, we have ink, and we need paper. That's why I call these cards SIP cards, stamps, ink, and paper. So again, just starting out, keeping it simple, I recommend note cards and envelopes. You get a package of 20. They come with your note card. They come with your envelopes. You're good to go. You're ready to just start stamping on your note card. So let's do that. Like I said, we are using Berry Burst. This is the Stampin' Up! Ink pad that we currently have. However, they will be transitioning next year to a magnetic lid pad. Right now, we just have 5 colors available in it. I love these new pads. They just come apart like that. It is a magnetic lid. You should always store your ink pads upside down, ink surface down, and Stampin' Up! Makes that super easy, because if you notice, it's upside down when it's right side up. So you store them right side up, but essentially that ink surface is upside down for you already. So there we go. We've got some ink pads. I use Memento Black is my kind of favorite, just all around all-purpose black that I'm using, whatever kind of black you like. Now we're going to make a simple note card here just to show you how you don't need a lot of supplies, and it turns out pretty cute, I think. So we're going to go ahead and we will start, and we're going to just stamp. Now I inked it up good. I'm pressing it down nice and even. Hold it there for a few seconds. Let that ink transfer. So many reasons to celebrate. Now this sentiment, especially with flowers, we could put any type of sentiment on there because flowers really, go for anything. So let's then bring in a couple more stamps. So we're going to bring in this Peaceful Pine Green. Now this stamp set, let's bring it back here and look at the cover. So this is what's called a two-step stamp. That means we can stamp this in our berry color and this in green. Each image we can stamp in different pieces, and it kind of, all works together to form our images. So we're going to start. If you notice, there's two different floral stems. This says 3 for 3 flowers. This one is for two flowers. So we're going to go ahead and let's just stamp this one right there. I like to have my stuff coming off the bottom so the flowers aren't like just floating in the air. I also wanted to make sure I was far enough away. Ooh, I cut that one pretty close so that when I stamp this, it's not going to go over my sentiment. Okay. So for my flower now, I'm using Berry Burst, but here's a little trick. We want to have multiple colors or multiple shades. So I am going to stamp it on scrap paper first, and then I'm going to stamp it onto my image. And this one lines up really nice because you can look through it. You can see exactly where the top of the green is for our flower. And there is our floral image. Now, some people call this second generation. So that was 1 generation, 2 generation. Then let's go ahead and do the 3 flower piece. And we're going to kind of angle that one a little bit to the left, that one a little right, this one's going a little left. And for this, we're going to take the 3 flower image, and this one, let's see, I don't want to get my top of my head in the screen. This one lines up really nice and easy as well. And this time we're taking it directly off the ink pad. So now I really have 2 different colors of flowers. Okay. Now these flowers have more stamps to help build them. One is the center of our 2 flower cluster here. That one I'm still using Berry Burst. I just stamped it full strength off the ink pad. Now for this one, because if I do Berry Burst full strength, and we already did full strength, it's probably not going to really show up. So we're going to pull in our black and just make those centers black. Okay, look how nice that pops. Then all of these stamps are in the 1 stamp set. I'm going to just use we'll call it leaves, a leaf branch. How's that? Now, again, full strength, but then I'm going to stamp it another time, 2nd generation, okay? Because when we do that, and we can actually just ink it a second time, you can see again how we're getting a few different shades in there that will just kind of fill in our little cluster. Ugh, I should have tipped that one over a little bit. Let's put another one in there. There you go. Okay, so that's filled in pretty good, which is what I was trying to accomplish without like overkilling it. Now I could stop there. That's actually a really cute card, just like that. Okay, we have 3 ink pads, we have 1 set of stamps, note cards, and envelopes. But sometimes when you look at a card, I just have this feeling that it needs a little something. I don't know what though. One of my go-to things lately is I'm using my Stampin' Blend. You could really use any black marker. Fine point Sharpie would work, a gel pen, any type of marker. And I am going to just put a few dots. Notice how I'm just touching it. I don't want these dots to be too big. I do them usually in a pair. Oh, that's a single, so that kind of blew that. But quite often a triangle of dots as well. 2 or 3. Again, don't overdo it. You know, sometimes when we do things like this, we want to just dots, 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 dots everywhere. But if you overdo it, it becomes way too much. But look at how just adding those few dots in there seem to make it just feel a little more filled in. I don't have that feeling of, oh, it just needs one more thing. So I'm going to stop right there. So many reasons to celebrate. So quick and easy card. Now I want to show you a couple others that I did. We're going to bring this one in here. Essentially stamped the exact same way. The only thing different, I didn't use note cards and envelopes. I put a layer of cardstock behind it, a piece of basic white that I stamped on, and then I made my card. And then I also cut out my sentiment and popped it up on some dimensionals. So super simple to add just a little bit more by putting a few layers on there. So again, stamping can be really simple, but we can make a really cute card. Now, if you want to step it up just a little bit more, look at the difference here. So I used a colored card base, basic beige instead of white. Same thing, cut it out. But here I used the dies that cut out the flowers and I popped them up on dimensionals as well. So we just have a lot of dimension versus flat stamping. And I also added that little linen bow in there. But I hope that this shows you how simple stamp design, add a couple layers, steps it up a little bit, and then add your dies, pop some stuff on dimensionals, but it's still a very, very simple card that you can make. So that is using the stamps and then starting to bring in the dies. But then I also wanted to show you a couple of cards I made where I brought in the designer series paper. Let's start with this one. This designer series paper that is part of the suite is gorgeous, gorgeous. It has velvet on it, so it's all touchy-feely. This pink back here is velvet paper as well, so there's a lot to feel on here. These are just some die cut images that are part of it, so it's not all stamped and die cut. There's just some die cuts as well. Added some pearls. Again, this card was really just as simple as this. To be honest, it was just as simple as making this one. Just a few more steps, few more parts and pieces. And I haven't glued this one together yet. It's falling apart on me. All of these cards that I'm sharing with you, I will share over on my website. There'll be a link to my blog in the video description, and I'll have photos of all these, and I'll list the products and all the measurements of all the cardstock that I use. So if you'd like to recreate these, we'll make them super easy for you. And then here's one more where, again, that velvet paper, I know on camera you can't see it, but boy, you sure can feel it. And then these are just die cuts. So instead of stamping and die cutting, I use the dies to cut out the flower and just make a simple card. So there you go. We have those. And then we have the three here that are all basically stamped the same. We just stepped them up a little bit by adding some layers and some dimensions. So I hope you like this video. If you like quick and easy cards, I make cards like this and send them all the time. We don't have to be fancy dancy all the time. So this is a great set for quick and easy cards. This is also a great stamp set for those of you that are looking to get into card making. Don't know where to start. Remember SIP. You want to start with the SIP method. Stamps, ink, and paper. So we had our stamps, we had a couple ink pads, and our paper was our note cards and envelopes, and you're ready to make some cards. So thanks for watching, my friends. I look forward to stamping again with you real soon. Have a stamp happy day.